Hi everyone, this is TV Pix. I am Pix, and we are talking about Riverdale, Chapter 7, In a Lonely Place. And oh my god, can this show get any better? This one actually made me tear up. The feels. Oh. Anyway, let's start off this week's episode with a bizarre dream sequence where Jughead is dreaming about having a dinner with Betty, his girlfriend, Veronica, Jason Blossom, Polly, Betty's parents, which I just caught this week. Betty's mom's name is Alice Cooper, which is probably just a total coincidence, but I thought that was funny. And everyone is dressed up as their cartoon counterparts. Jughead, especially with his crown, which I found absolutely hilarious. Archie finds Jughead at the school, and the discussion follows where he finds out that Jughead hasn't been living at home with his father since his mom left with his baby sister. Well, the bitch is back. Cheryl Blossom got some juicy info on Polly and spilled it not only to the sheriff but her mom to get back into her good graces, and hashtagged it all over the internet, which of course came to a head. They were trying to find Polly in the woods with Cheryl Blossom and her group, including the sheriff, and Alice Cooper and her group. And on their way home after the search, Jughead gives Betty an epiphany. She runs home, finds Polly in the attic, which I want to point out, there was a lot of symbolism in these few seconds of shots. I recommend going over it once or twice. I didn't catch on that there was symbolism going on. I thought it was just random crap until the creepy music kicked in over the porcelain dolls and the dollhouse, which I think might be a mock-up of Betty's house. I'm not 100% sure on that. Well, Veronica is still mad at her mom for forging her signature, so in retaliation, she goes clubbing with Josie, Kevin, the gay friend. I finally learned his name. It only took 7 episodes. My bad. And Reggie, but her mom gets back at her by cutting her off, although they make up pretty quickly when she gets home. The principal and the sheriff find Jughead in the newsroom of the high school and are looking at his evidence board and take him downtown to ask him some questions. There's some very tenuous circumstantial evidence that points to Jughead as a possible suspect, which Jughead clams up really quick, not even providing an alibi, which unfortunately this is going to come back to bite him in the ass, I'm sure. Archie's dad provides Jughead with an alibi, forging time cards later on in the episode to show that Jughead was actually working for him at the time of Jason Blossom's murder. Now, the big reveal is that everybody now knows that Polly is pregnant with Jason's baby. Cheryl's parents, she thinks Cheryl's parents are going to help Polly live with them, since Betty's mom and dad want her to get rid of the baby and then they could go back to life as normal, while Cheryl's parents want to get rid of Polly and keep the baby. So Cheryl, in a moment of kind-heartedness, goes to them and tells Polly to run. So now Polly is living with Hermione Lodge, Veronica's mom. And then we cap off the episode with the moment that just made me start tearing up. Okay, so throughout the series thus far, we know that Jughead's dad hasn't been around. We discover that Jughead has been living in various places. And we find out that the reason is Jughead's father has been unemployed and became an alcoholic again. Jughead asks Archie to find Jughead's father for him, or call him to come down to the station, but he doesn't show up until after Archie's dad already resolves everything with the sheriff. A moment of tension, a little heated words, and then as they're leaving, his father turns around, grabs his son, and gives him a quick speech saying that he does want to get his family back together. The usual promises of an alcoholic that's hit rock bottom. But the way it was delivered and the emotion shown on Jughead's face. I mean, the actor in this is really good. I mean, I could tell exactly what he was feeling based on his emotion, his facial expressions, which it was just fantastic. That is what made me well up. And of course, another big reveal as the episode concludes. It reveals that his father is still drinking and passes his closet where he has his leather jacket right next to Jason Blossom's leather jacket, which is either he got from somewhere else or from Jason didn't have his leather jacket with him when he went missing, so the only other place would have been the car that Betty and Jughead found, meaning that Jughead's father is the one that torched it, burning all the evidence that could have led to Jason Blossom's murder, now pushing him to the forefront of the suspect list, even though no one suspects his father yet. Now, we're taking a 2-week hiatus from the show. It won't return until March 30th, so I won't be doing an episode until the following Wednesday, which would be April 5th. But I will have a new episode up of either a new TV picks that I've been planning on doing. I won't spoil it here. I'll wait till next Wednesday, or I'll have my next upended video, or possibly even my first episode of my podcast, Old School. We'll just have to wait and see. So I'll see everybody next Wednesday in one form or another. Picks signing out.